Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another TryHackMe beginner CTF. I really enjoyed making the last one, so I thought, why not do another one? So this one is called SimpleCTF, description being beginner level CTF. So I think that fits our mojo perfectly. But yeah, enough yapping out of me. Let's get started here. So we have our IP. I already made a new directory called EasyCTF. And let's run an Nmap scan. We're going to run scripts. We're going to enumerate versions with our IP, and we'll do it on every port. While that's running, we can assume usually TryHackMe and like Hack the Box CTFs in general are going to have a web browser attached to them or a website attached to them and an HTTP server. So let's shoot in the dark here and see. Okay, so we have a default Apache page, which is okay. I don't think we can do much with this, it's okay, it's fine. So let's create Control-Shift-D to create a horizontal, and let's run GoBuster on this. This is always going to be like the first couple steps of any CTF. As you're hopping into it, you're just going to try to enumerate everything. So you're basically just going to look through everything that's given to you. So the IP address, if there's a website, you're going to enumerate that with GoBuster. And user share word lists. Dirb, and then common. So just the whole enumeration process is going to be the most important part of any CTF you do, because the more information you have on a target, the easier it's going to be to find that exploitation. Let's see here. Context headline exceeded. Am I even connected to IP? It's Windows. I am connected. Didn't like that. If I just change this. Oh, that was the exact same one. Let's try again. I don't think it's going to work again. Oh, no it is. That's so weird. Oh well, now our GoBuster is running. Our Nmap hasn't came back yet, which is kind of concerning. Oh, it's probably kind of going through every port. Maybe not my best decision. 8 minutes left? Yeah, let's not go through every port. Let's just go through top 1000. Let's do T4 as well, just to make it quick. Okay, so we haven't gotten really anything yet. We know it's an HTML. So if we go to index.html, it should be our same Apache page. Yep. We have our robots.txt. This file tells search engine not to index your cup server. It looks interesting at first, but I don't think we're going to be able to do anything with this. We have server status and we have simple. Okay, maybe that will be our next route, simple. Maybe. Okay, awesome. Okay, we have our actual website now. Our Nmap came back with FTP, obviously HTTP on port 80, and SSH on port 2222. This is the only box I've ever seen that has SSH on 2222. I've always seen it on 22, but not 2222, which is weird, but I don't know how that'll really affect our box, but here we have our web page. Let's just full screen this and walk through it. We have, so right now I'm just looking in the bottom left to see what our links go to. So obviously that one just redirects to the same page. Same page. How's CMS work? Okay. Let's run a GoBuster on this since it's a new directory. Oops. I always do that. Another GoBuster, just add simple. And let's let that run. Default templates, default extension, modules. Maybe we can do something with modules. Can we like add a new module maybe? So again, this is just part of the enumeration process, just looking, trying to find out everything. Oh, we have a version number here. So we have a CMS version number, which may be of interest to us. So we will keep that, definitely write that down. That'll be important. So we have version 228. I'll just put that in the browser. Is that on this page too? It is on this page too. Okay. The news module was installed. Congratulations, installation worked. CMS made simple. Okay. All right, let's see what our GoBuster come up with. Oh. Okay, so we have a lot of interesting stuff here. Let's go to admin. Oh, I'm dragging this guy off the screen. Simple admin. We have a login page. Okay. And it redirects us to login.php. What else? We have, let's drag this. Assets, which is like a directory, I guess. Admin custom. Okay, we can't do anything with that. Plugins. Let's. Yeah, we're not gonna be able to see anything inside of this, which is fine. Assets doc. Nothing. Index.php. Okay, so it's a PHP website, which is, it'll bring us just back to that home page. What about library? Nothing. I'm assuming that we're not going to be able to see anything. Oh, modules, and then yeah, we're just not going to be able to see anything, which is fine. Temp, again, nothing really interesting to us. And then there's an uploads page. Upload, that's not how you spell uploads. 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 Nothing. Okay. So I think that this admin page is going to be our, we might be able to like brute force this admin page somehow. I want to look at this version number again. I'm going to make this bigger as well, because last video, I was going to, but I forgot to make it bigger. How do I do it though? Action, view, file. I know there's a way to, oh yeah, zoom in. I'm gonna zoom in, oops, on both of these, just to make it easier to see what I'm doing. Because I know last video it was quite small, so make sure you guys are gonna be able to see what's going on. So let's go to that version number. It's called CMS Made Simple. Let's try that in Metasploit first, actually. Let's do MSF console to open the Metasploit console. And we're going to search CMS Made Simple. See if Metasploit has anything for it. Or not. Not like that. Let's try down here. If that doesn't work, I guess we'll... Okay, that worked. That's so weird. Okay, let's go. Let's use search, and we'll do CMS. See if anything comes up. Okay, 53. CMS made simple. PHP file upload vulnerability. We did see that uploads tab, so that's definitely something that we can be interested in. CMS RCE. We're looking for that version though. CMS file upload RCE 4.2.1. let's try to simplify our search here. Let's go search CMS made simple. I don't know if I'll be able to add spaces. Okay, so we have 3. CMS, okay, CMS MS is made simple. So we have an exploit for reverse remote code execution authenticated. We're not authenticated, so we're not going to be able to use this. Okay. We might be able to try that if we get any authentication, but let's just try Googling this version. So we'll do CMS made simple 228 exploit. Okay, obviously. Okay, so this looks like yeah, it's a web app. It looks like it's a SQL injection, obviously. So my guess is we're going to be able to brute force SQL inject into this login page, which basically means this script here is just going to um, try a bunch of different passwords and usernames continuously, and then it's going to continuously build out a string. So let's see if I can find it. So it's going to, so yeah, we have our parameters here, and then yeah, so it's just going to take all these characters and try each of them until it gets a match in the SQL database. And then when it gets a match, it's going to append that character onto our string. So like we have this output string here, and we see output is being added continuously onto um, whatever character it finds. So this is basically looking for the hash in the SQL database and then finding the password and then matching it. I explained that really poorly, so I'm sorry about that, but it'll make sense when you run the script. But this is the script we're looking for. Um, I already, let's that here. I already have the script. So if we look, it's the same script. So let's just try to run this and see what happens. So let's see if we just run Python 3 exploit.py. So we need to, why the hell, what's going on? Ooh, why is it like that? So, that is so weird. Whoa, hold on. I don't know if you guys see what I'm seeing, but um, okay, that's better. How do I roll plus plus? Is there a keybind for that? Let's go one more. All right. Now if we try, so we need to specify a URL with -u, and we're going to take this URL, and we want to crack a password, so we're going to use --crack -w, and let's just use the rock-u, which is in user share word lists, rock-u, and that should be it. That's good to go. So you're seeing it's going to try all of these different characters until one lands, and it's going to add it to a, it should add it to a string here. Maybe I got too specific with the URL I put. Maybe it doesn't want this. Maybe it wants just up to here. So yeah, it erred. Let's try. just up to here and see if that fixes it. Okay, it did. So you see here, it starts with a 1, and it's just trying every character until one matches, and then if it does match, then it adds it to our string. So we'll watch this work here. That's strange how it only wanted the. I'm surprised it didn't want the login page because that's what it's brute forcing, but oh well, whatever works. So as you see, this is going to be the salt for our hash. It goes salt, username, then password. So after we get that username and password, we can enter it here, and we should be off to the races for our. That's our salt. All right. Well, I'm not gonna make you guys watch this, so we will just wait until this is done, and then we will cut to when we get all of the information. So I will see you then. Hold on, clap transition. Welcome back. As you can see, we have our everything we need. So we have our salt, we have our username, our email. This is the hash for our password, and obviously this is our correct hash. So we have a username of Mitch and a password of secret. So let's try inputting that here. See what happens. So we do get in, but if we remember, I already cleared the Nmap scan, but on our Nmap scan, we also had an SSH port open. So let's see if we can SSH into that port, or into the SSH with our credentials here. So I need that IP again. Mitch at 10.10.22.192. And I don't know if we're going to need to specify the port. Let's see. Okay, it looks like we might have to specify the port. I think it's /p and then 222.222. Okay. So then we add secret. And it looks like we got a shell. Let's see, who am I? We are Mitch. Okay. So let's not escalate our shell, but let's stabilize our shell. Python C-C, or Python 3-C, import pty pty.spawn, and I'm going to bin bash. Boy, I cannot type. Bin bash. Close our quote. And there we go. We have a functional shell now. So we have our user.text. I want to. So we have our user.text. Now what we need to do is escalate privilege. I was going to try to stabilize our shell more, but the last time I did that, it blew up in my face. So we're going to. That might be a next video thing, okay? Might be a next video thing. So now that we have our user flag, our next step is to escalate our privileges and try to get root. So the first step we want to do that with is sudo-l, c. Okay, so we can run root on vim, which is a binary. If you watched last video, you remember every binary in Linux, if you have root privileges on a binary, a default binary in Linux, it's going to be, usually, it's going to be exploitable via GTFO bins. So GTFO bins is just a current list of all the Unix binaries that can be used to bypass local security and basically just escalate our privileges. So if we search vim in here, here's vim. We want sudo. So sudo. So let's just try this first method here, sudo vim-c, and it's basically just spawning us a shell. But since we are using that sudo command, because we are able to, it should give us a root shell. So let's try it. And there we go. Who am I? Oops, that's not. Whoa, what is going on? Who am I? Let's control C. Oh boy. Oh boy, what is going on? This is not what we wanted. Let me get this cleaned up and we'll be right back. What the hey is going on? Okay, we're back. I typed clear and it worked. So let's type who am I without misspelling it, and we see we are root. So if we ls, that's the user flag. So we need to, okay, we can't make any typos. So we go to cd and a root, and we lsn. There's our root flag. So privilege escalation was super easy. Remember, if you ever see, let's exit. Oh boy, I'm not good with them. There we go. So if you ever see, you're able to do sudo-l and you are able to run a binary as root, that's typically going to be your sign that you can go to GTFO bins and get some form of privilege escalation that way. It was just super easy, a one-liner. Um, yeah, that was the box. Just a few things before we wrap up. This particular um, script doesn't have parentheses around the print, so you might get an error the first time you run it. This one, however, does. As you see the parentheses here. So if you don't want to add those manually, just go to the GitHub POC as opposed to this one. And remember, if you are struggling, the best thing to do is to watch a walkthrough like this or to read a write-up and just do it step by step. So for my next video, it's going to be a step-by-step thing. Um, I want you guys to try the box first. All right, that's how you learn. You make a mistake and then I'll give you a nudge in the right direction. That's how I've been learning. That's how I'm going to continue to learn. Um, so I want everybody consuming this content to sort of be on that same path. But yeah, that's about it. I hope you enjoyed the box. Hope you learned something. Hopefully I'll see you in another TryHackMe walkthrough sometime next week. But enjoy the week, enjoy your day. Have a good one. Happy hacking.